Hello everyone, Anonymous here, and in this video we're going to create this sound. Right, so it has a sort of articulation of a bagpipe and a character of the synth. So it's pretty good. And while learning the sound design of this specific sound, you will learn a lot of things about the different features of the Genesis that you may or may not know. So let's go ahead and select the initial preset and create the sound from scratch. Okay, so we're going to use the ROM oscillator for this sound. And if you go here, you can select a lot of ROM preset, right? So I'm going to go ahead and select this one. And here I'm going to select a triangle wave. Now come here and drop down the wave mix. We need more of the ROM than of the wave, right? And leave the phase as it is. We need a little bit of wave shape here. This is basically a distortion inside the wave shape itself. So we need a simple sine wave shape here. You can also choose different mode from the menu here. We will need a little bit of FM in the slide or normal or invert FM mode. Let's go to the semitone and choose the seventh note for the stack layer A, and it gives a very nice character to the high frequency of the sound. So this is a new option inside Genesis. You can select the stack layer frequency to any note and then use the slide FM, and it will give you excellent sonic character inside the sound engine itself. And it will sound always different, right? With every note it will sound different. We don't need FM filter here, so leave everything else as it is. Now let's create a amp envelope here. Right, we need the multiprocessing for this sound. And what multiprocessing does is that if you go here, we only have one sequencer mode, right? We have one step sequencer, one ARP, and one chord device. But if you choose the multi option, you have three sequencer right here, right? So multi sequencer is to stack different parameters on different setting on top of each other and get variety of sounds. So we will need the multi here, and we will need this step. This is the thing that we're going to need right now. So drop everything to 0, go here and turn it on. Now watch carefully. We need about 80 to 90 velocity triggers and trigger form oscillator 1, because we only have one oscillator right here. Leave everything else as it is and come to the third window here and choose this trigger option to ROM oscillator semi 1 and turn up a little bit. So what's going on in here is that this step controller is now controlling the modulation of this semitone, right? This is semi 1 and we have selected the modulation here to semi 1, right? So the step sequencer here is now controlling the semitone pitch of the oscillator right here. So now all you gotta do is just put a little bit of steps in here and it will follow the semitone right here. But you will see that the sound is not clear. There is a lot of muddiness in the sound. Right, and this is because both these oscillators are playing all the notes and all the voices. So we have to sort that thing out. And to do that, we need this new function of the Genesis. The multi-setting third window will give you the velocity and note range. And this is a very good option. And what you can do here is that you can set the response of the keyboard with respect to each oscillator. That means that if you drop it here in the middle, only the notes that are between this range will be played by the mode oscillator, and only the notes between these range will play the ROM oscillator. So the sound is more clean now, right? So this is another great option in the Genesis. So let's set our range in here. Clearly the bass sounds are much better with the triangle wave. Let's go and do some fine tuning here. Right, so this is the way to create the sound. Now you can apply some effects in here. Let's apply some reverb. And some delay as well. Let's drop some ensemble in here. We are getting a little bit of bass attack in the left channel. You have to be careful about the multi-wave range note here. So you can select the note here and create the sound by yourself. But this is the general way of creating the sound. You can control any parameter using the step sequencer from here. So this is the basic sound that you can get from the synthesizer and create amazing articulation using the step sequencer. I guess I have saved the preset that I created. Here it is. So you can create outstanding sound using the step sequencer here and create articulation as per the real instrument. So I hope you learned something. I'll see you around with some more cool sound design techniques.